Dylan, it's time to get up. Time to tell a story, Dylan. It's time to get up. Tell us an autobiography. It's time to get up, Dylan. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Time to get up, Dylan. My younger cousin shot himself inside his bedroom. My older cousin hung himself in a motel room. My younger cousin used to break my toys and be mean to me. My older cousin used to show me cool shit and teach me things. Taught me to stay away from the hard shit and how to swing these things. My little cousin didn't do shit except blow out his brains. He had every material possession you could ever want. His parents tried to buy his love but never even let him have his own fucking thoughts. Growing up, my family would joke about the day that one of my aunt's kids would snap and follow my mother's uncle's way. Fuck my stupid mama, she's on hospice, I don't give a fuck cause I don't love her anyway. She got tumors in her eye from having cancer 3 times and smoking a fucking pack a day. My mama was an idiot for having me because her life didn't have direction. Skinny little crank whore getting railed out by a strange old junkie with no protection. Then the second week of January 1991 came around. She was walking around Midway Mall with my grandma or some shit trying to get me out. I was late. What the fuck is my fate? How the fuck is my brain supposed to grow with all this starchy poor person food on my plate? Given the circumstances, life is great, even when it's abysmal. MMR, vaccinizzle, high functionizzle, autism, juggalizzle. Come follow me down to the trails of the afterbirth of the young Jake Jekyll. My mom married the man who raised me and I saw her turn a rock into a piece of gravel. I don't have any allegiance to my family, but my dad and my brother and Joan Marie, the most beautiful lady, my agoraphobic dead grandmother. Maybe I just have different values and I'll never fucking get it. Maybe I just missed it and I never got the stupid potato people Catholic guilt genetics. Just a bunch of fucking fools. The only thing I ever killed was a frog when I was 6 cause I wanted to be like the other kids that went to public school. I got addicted to masturbating when I was 5 and they must have known but understood it as much as I did at that time in my life. I remember when I was little, a bad man took me to get my blood taken. It's a blur what happened after, but I got taken to a strange place and I got desecrated. Was it a dream? Would someone do that to an innocent child out of spite? If it was a dream, how come for my whole life I still think about the shit every night? Sometimes I think about my great-grandmother on my grandpa's side. Sometime in the 40s, right after she had electroshock therapy, her hair turned white. One time in New Philadelphia, one of my cousins was on the salt, started hearing voices in his head, so he took an axe and chopped a hole in his apartment wall. When he broke it down and finally got to the other side, it was the family that lived next door that were some of the voices in his head that night. He and his brother were the first kids that broke me and my brother's toys and shit, and when they were toddlers they sat in the back and watched their crackhead mom in the front suck dick. I remember the creepy Christian lady that took care of the kids when they got taken away, hated my mom, called my family pagan, and then forced me to pray. When I was 8 one morning going to the library to get a stack in the industrial park in Strongsville, I saw dead people cause they flipped on the tracks. It was 4 sets of feet all lined up underneath a big white sheet. That's what you fucking get, you get killed in your stupid little crushed up Jeep. My mom got mad cause it made me happy, but I needed it more cause I wanted it, and it made me feel better about everything that happened to me before. Having had many different conversations in my head with many different Dylans. Having visions of plague, whipping down Sprague whenever I start reminiscing. 252, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52, 52.